Tonight, I am pleased to introduce everyone to Brianna Renee. She is a extremely famous YouTuber.
I love this intro.
And no, I'm lucky to be able to sit down with her and talk to her about how she's built such an impressive brand at such a young age.
Thank you.
So welcome, Brianna. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Absolute pleasure. So tell me a bit about what you do. So are you strictly a YouTuber? What is it that you do?
Yeah, like YouTube, Instagram. I would say those are my bread and butter.
Yeah. So this is your full time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been full time for 4 years, I think.
And you're how old?
I'm 21, turning 22 in a couple days.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Did I beat celebrity birthdays?
Yeah, they haven't wished me happy birthday yet, and it's famous birthdays.
Famous birthdays. We're not giving them free plugs. Okay. They're not paying us.
They love me though.
Yeah, I'm just teasing. So how did you start getting into making content, like videos and stuff? What was that like?
Well, I just started off as like a fan and stuff, so I was inspired by that and wanted to make my own. So it wasn't like anything too serious at the beginning, but it was something I always somehow I just knew I was going to make it. It never really occurred to me that I wouldn't.
Yeah.
So my parents didn't think I was going to at all. They're like, oh, it's like a phase, it'll be fun, whatever. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to university, I'm going to do this. And they're like, what? So then that took some convincing. I took a year off and yeah.
So what was like the first video you made? What was that? What was your inspiration?
Well, before the channel I have now, I had 3 other channels.
Oh, really? I don't know much of the Brianna Renee history, so.
Okay, I'll enlighten you. I'm trying to think how it was. I had one channel that was just I think it was called something Sparkles. It was just no, it was Color Me Shimmers. That was the name.
Also, let's start off with a really quick flex. How many subscribers do you have? Just so people know they're talking to a legitimate YouTuber. You know?
I have 1.3 million.
1.3. That's wild. Okay, sorry. Continue.
So I started off with Color Me Shimmers, which has 0 subscribers.
Yeah.
And then I moved on to, I think it was just Brianna Renee or something. And then I actually had one with Haley, who's in the live audience. It was called The Shady Ladies.
Oh, The Shady Ladies.
We had one video.
That sounds dicey. What'd you guys do?
We did one video. It was some kind of blindfolded touching challenge of things.
You sure this was on YouTube?
Yeah. So we would touch I think there was a lotion or there was.
Whoa!
I'm making this sound way worse than it was.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, he found it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned it in my 1 million subscriber video. I gave it a shout out, and now it has 1,500 subscribers and 16,000 views and stuff. When it had nothing at first, but
look at those bangs.
Oh, see, yeah, blindfolded and we're touching things. It's not as bad as it sounds.
No, I know, but these audio listeners, they...
yeah, their minds could get a little creative.
Let their creativity rule that fucking vision.
So that's where I started. But now we're here.
No, that's really cool. So what was the first piece of content you made that kind of you were oh, could be legit?
I remember what it was actually. This was on my 4th final channel that I have now. So that video was on my final channel, which I have now, and it was a Pinterest in real life video, and it just blew up, and it actually got featured on a talk show and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I got so much hate on that video because it was basically it was making fun of how everything's perfect on Pinterest, and then I try it and fail at it. But I didn't really know how to make videos at that time, so the humor wasn't really the best. I didn't know how to get it across kind of thing.
Your timing was just a
little...
Yeah,
it just wasn't done properly. But it got 800,000 views or something like that, so it got a lot of...
What was the like to dislike ratio? Was it
Oh, I don't remember, but it wasn't great. Probably 25 to 30% was thumbs down. But
you know?
I mean, that was my first big video.
Yeah.
It helped me get there.
That's why, yeah. Did you have a feeling when you posted, you're this is probably going to blow up, or were you just overnight?
I don't remember, but I remember I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was so funny, and my parents were we don't get it.
Yeah, that's so funny. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, that's a strange journey, and it's completely brand new, the idea and parents don't get that. Parents in other generations, we're both millennials, I think. 21's a millennial.
Yeah.
Other generations, they don't understand the concept of making money online. how did you kind of explain it to them, or did you even bother, or you're just
Oh
like,
no, I definitely did, because I applied to a university that's like in our hometown and stuff and got accepted, and I was like, I don't want to go though.
Yeah.
So I kind of like told them, I'm like, yeah, like give me 1 year, like let's see if I can make it work. And I ended up getting over 100,000 in that first year, like
Wow.
subscribers. So then it just kind of built from there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now they're super supportive. They just knew it was kind of like 1 in a million chance that like it was gonna happen. So yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. So like, as far as making it a business, like where does a large amount of, like, how do you make money when you're on YouTube?
When you boil it down, like everything comes down to advertising, because like ads play in front of my videos, or I'll advertise products like on Instagram or YouTube. So like that's ultimately what it comes down to. But yeah, I have like a manager and stuff who helps me with all that.
That's awesome. And you mentioned earlier that you had some of your videos showcased on talk shows. Have you been invited on? Like, have you done live talk shows or anything like that?
I don't know. No, I haven't.
Just this?
Well, is this a talk show? I guess kind of, yeah.
We'll call it that for the sake of this conversation.
I guess I've had like, I've been on other people's channels who like to have conversations and stuff like that, but like technically never done a podcast.
Okay. Cool. We got to get you on a talk show or something like that.
I mean, I'm down. Who wants me on their talk show?
So yeah, tell me, so you're in, we're in Halifax right now. So yeah, what are you doing here?
I'm here for YouTube Creator Day. I don't know what it is, to be honest. I just got the email and like I was like, okay, I'll come.
Could be a scam.
No, it's by YouTube with themselves. But yeah, so I was like, I decided I should try and support, but I don't know who else is gonna be there. Like that's what I'm confused about. Are there YouTubers in Halifax?
I have a friend who's a YouTuber. She's more famous on Instagram though.
Oh, okay.
Sarah Sabri. You know her?
Oh no, I'm not familiar.
She's just starting to get into the YouTube game. I don't know.
Okay.
She might be there. Yeah, so you don't really know. They didn't really describe what it's gonna be like at all.
No, all I know is that like they're gonna help us.
Yeah.
It says unlock creativity, and I'm like, okay.
So who's they?
I have no idea who's there. I just know it's people from like YouTube, like, because I have a YouTube contact who like she works in like the YouTube building and everything, and I was asking her about it, and it's like I know she's done it in past years, but I think it's her colleagues and stuff that are doing it now. So it's just people who can help with the algorithm and things like that. Yeah.
Have you, so like the algorithm's constantly changing. Like, is that something you have to always study up on?
I hate the algorithm. At one point, I like had it down packed. Like I knew, like I just knew if something was going to do well. And now it's kind of just like throwing it into the wind. I don't know how it works at this point.
Subscribers don't mean anything anymore. Like, not that it doesn't mean anything. It's just like they have to click the bell to be notified, and it's just like there's so many workarounds of like.
Especially for me, like I have like a large number of subscribers, but I've had my channel I think for 4 or 5 years now, and I've gone through so many different phases of what my content is. So people who subscribed like my first year or two might not like the content I'm making now. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like I have people who subscribe for certain things, and if I'm not making that, then they're not gonna watch.
Yeah, because you're evolving as a person. You're like have different interests. So like
I actually met someone today who she like came up to me and she's like, "Do I know you?" And I'm like, "Well, I do YouTube." And she's like, "That's it." She's like, "I used to watch your videos." I'm like, "Ouch."
Why would you say that?
I'm like, "Okay, I wish you still watched them, but thanks."
Oh man. But I mean, that happens. We all, you know what YouTube channel I just stumbled across a while ago? You remember Smosh?
Yes.
I didn't even know they still existed. I guess they're still big and doing a bunch of stuff. But I used to watch them when I was like 13.
Well, Smosh went bankrupt, didn't they?
I don't know. Did they?
Well, are you talking about the Smosh like official channel or just someone who was in Smosh? Like Anthony. Are you talking about Anthony?
I can't remember their names.
Oh, okay.
I think so. I don't know. There's 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
There's 2 guys.
So I think they have individual channels now, but Smosh was bought out by a company, and the whole deal was like messed up. They ended up getting like no money out of it or something. Don't quote me. I don't know for sure.
Okay,
but
we'll quote you. This is the clip. No,
but all I know is that they went bankrupt and like scammed a bunch of people. I think, again, don't quote me.
Wow, maybe that's why
I'm making really big claims here.
Wait,
with not a lot of information to back it up.
No, that's why we have Jordan. Jordan, weigh in. Do you have your mic on, Jordan?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a little bit of live research here.
Smosh, 2019. Nearly 6 years later. Their parent company
But do they scam people? I'm curious if they were bad.
Well, they
boys.
were a network. Like whoever, I don't know if it was the people that owned Smosh or if it was like Smosh was turned into a bigger company or something. But I know they were the network for a bunch of YouTubers. And when they went bankrupt, they owed a bunch of YouTubers money, like for their AdSense of like the couple months. And then they just never had to pay it. So the YouTubers didn't get paid for like those months of work.
Oh, that's brutal.
So I don't know if there's like a lawsuit to get that money or what's going on with that, but...
Is like, are you part of like, is there like YouTube gossip and stuff? Like, are you like?
Oh, whenever I'm in LA, I get the best gossip.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to go back just to like learn more.
How often do you go?
It's been a while since I've gone. I used to go a lot. In total, I think I've gone like 6 times, maybe.
Cool, yeah. Yeah, I was just there the first time this summer. It's a cool
Okay.
spot. I love being in the mix, and like that's why I'm doing this. I want to like create that kind of the thing they're doing there, the way they just move, create stuff. It's really dope.
Yeah, it's my favorite place.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, do you go to like the YouTube head office and everything?
Oh
like...
no, there's so many YouTubers there. I think like in LA, it's probably hard to get invited there.
Mm-hmm. But have you got like the plaque? Like you must have like the plaque.
Yeah.
How does it? Do they just mail that to you?
Yeah, they take forever though.
Really? I thought it was like a big thing. Like they would like bring you in, like make it.
Oh no, they just send it in the
No.
mail. You get like a photocopied letter from Susan, the CEO.
Oh
like...
my God, YouTube, step it up, man.
But like the plaques are nice. I do like the plaques.
No, the plaques are cool, but I thought there would be a little bit of like, hey, you know, we'll get you.
They send you an email.
They
with
made like
confetti.
Probably like $10 million on you at that point in ad money, and it's like they
I don't
can't
think
even.
I don't think it's that much. But
I don't know, maybe.
A couple
What do you-
100,000.
What? Let's think. Like, how many views do you have total? Probably
Over 100 million. I'm not sure.
100 million,
I think maybe 115 million.
and it's probably like 10 cents. People pay like 10 cents a view.
Well, they do it by 1,000 views.
That yeah.
But the CPM, like it's.
But that's for like products, right? Isn't it?
Products. No, that's for your CPM is how much you get. Well, each country has a different CPM. So if you get a view from India, it's worth a different amount than a view from America. So each country has a CPM and it's changing every day. Like it could change every hour. Like it's just always changing. And so if you have 1,000 views from that place, it's worth like a certain amount. And it's
No, I understand. Yeah, it's like cost per mil or whatever. But that's what you would receive. Is that what you mean? Or
well, I get a percentage. I think I don't know what it is, but I think YouTube might take like 50% or something, and then I get 50%.
Okay, because I'm just thinking of like the angle where I've bought ads on YouTube or whatever.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, and I know how much like it costs and like how many views I end up getting, and I'm like, well, I know they're getting a tiny cut, whoever the guy in the video is, but like I know you're pocketing 90%, probably, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what the percentage was. I did look it up before, or like you can see in your analytics what percentage YouTube takes, but I just don't remember.
We can assume it's a lot, but it's all right. You know, you can still make a cool living. Like,
yeah, for
you
sure.
do 4 years living on your own and doing your own thing, like making cool videos. Like, that's awesome. So, what kind of content are you making now? Like, you've evolved and
So I started off.
You settled into a kind of a niche right now.
I'm in a in-between phase right now, I would say. So I had my niche for a while, which was DIY, colorful, bubbly, like everything perfect.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I got like my first big boost from, I'd say. Like, so I had an audience that was like dedicated and liked that content. And then that space just evolved a lot. A lot of companies were getting involved with that. I have a whole video about that whole thing, but yeah, it became like not very creator friendly. It was more company brand friendly.
Yeah.
They were like taking over at an insane rate. And I also just outgrew it. Like I got so bored and that wasn't where I was at anymore. So I was like lost for a little bit, didn't really know what to do. And then I started doing storytelling. And that became like my big thing. Like that was definitely like the biggest thing I've had. But so it's like this Draw My Life series I have. But I'm working on the finale for that right now because I don't want to do it anymore.
Oh, really?
So once that finale's done, I don't know what I'm doing really. I'm kind of figuring that out.
We'll figure it out here tonight.
I don't know if it'll be tonight, but
Yeah, we maybe. Yeah, no, I feel like that's tough because like you're probably your large spike with like the younger audience, but like you're getting older as a person. It's like hard to keep catering to that.
I'm kind of like at the point where I want to age my content because like for like a long time, like I wouldn't swear at all on anything, and I'm kind of starting to do that a little bit, or like just like not like I'm a real person. Like right now, I don't think I've ever said that publicly. Will you bleep it out?
No.
Fuck.
No. Oh, the first Brianna Renee. Fuck. Live.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. My manager's gonna kill me.
Yeah. No, if you really hate it, we can take it
No,
out.
it's fine.
That's hilarious. See, right now, we're making progress. We're aging your content, you know?
Thank
now
you.
we just got the 13 pluses are all in. I don't know. What's your, like, do you get the demographics, like the breakdown of who's watching your videos? Like,
Yeah, you can see it, but it also doesn't show you under 13. So it's kind of like hard to know, because if someone's 13 and they're on their dad's account, it's going to look like a 45-year-old's watching me.
Yeah.
Or like if they lied about their age. Like, it's so, you can see it, but it's like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people, even if they might be older now, if they made their account when they were younger, it's still going to say the wrong age.
Yeah, no,
So.
that's true. Yeah, I feel like everyone made it up.
Yeah, like
in the
I think
early
like
ones.
I was on YouTube before 13. I probably lied about my age in my first few accounts. And then if I would have just kept those accounts, it'd be saying I'm like 50 now.
Yeah, yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, so you're kind of like you're at an in-between phase. So like, do you feel like, have you felt like the pressure to cater to those audiences before, where you're like, you know, they want this content, so I owe it to them?
Yeah, I think my mom's also that, like, I grew up in like a very Christian family, and like it was just like I went to a Christian school, and I was just like in that bubble for a long time. So then kind of trying to get out of that, and my mom like has people at church who their kids watch my videos, so whenever I do anything
Maybe
that's like
we will cut the little cuss word.
I know, it's honestly fine, because like I just need to not worry about what anyone else wants me to do and just kind of go the way I want to go. And like if they don't want to watch my videos anymore, that's fine. Like I need to just do my own thing.
No, that's good. I feel like that's a really a refreshing way to live. Like, you know, you're not doing everything for someone else, so they're happy with the way.
Which, like, I'm not trying to make like raunchy party girl content or anything. Just like kind of age it up a little.
You can be you.
Yeah.
Who you are now. So where do you see yourself just like doing YouTube forever? What is there something else you want to branch into?
I have no idea. Like I'm kind of at like a place where it's like I need to figure out what my next step is. Like obviously I'm going to keep doing YouTube for a while, but who knows like 5 years from now if that's still going to be like a good income or what's going on. So I do kind of want to I want to invest money so I can like just be safe no matter what, but then obviously I want to constantly have some kind of income or something I'm working on. I just don't know what that is yet. I think it's definitely going to be within the entertainment space. Just I want to play around with different things.
That's the beauty of what we can do. That's what I love technology for that. Like, you know, I had idea for the podcast and we just kind of making it happen. Like, I mean, it hasn't launched yet. I don't know if it's going to do well. Maybe no one will listen to this. But no, it's cool. We can just kind of.
But I think it's cool how much you're going for it, like without even knowing. Like, I think sometimes I can freak myself out and I'm like, I'm doing too much, or like I'm doing, like, I don't know, I freak myself out, but I need to just look at everything as like an opportunity instead of like.
Yeah, life is pretty short, you know what I mean? Like, like it's long as hell, but it is pretty short. Like, stuff kind of happens, and there's a beauty in just not giving a fuck, like, what people think at all. And because that's an exhausting feeling when you're like, oh, do they like the, you know? Who cares? Just keep doing it. And, like, I want to create this podcast and not cater to people in this area, or, like, you know, try to appease people that are around me. It's like, I want it to be, like, universally valuable, which I think is just kind of, like, a good way to approach it. I'm not trying to, like, I'm a Halifax-based podcast or whatever, just because I feel like that'd be trying to make people around me happy, you know? Yeah. And I want this to be able to grow and expand. But yeah, no, like, I mean, like, when, like, you're in the entertainment space, you can just try new stuff. And like you said, YouTube, the platform, who knows, like, if that's going to be the thing.
I mean, TikTok's blown up. Maybe I'll be a TikTok star.
Are you on TikTok?
I think I'm going to launch it on my 22nd birthday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. In a couple,
right
how many
age
days?
to start on TikTok. It's the 14th. So I think that's like
10 days away.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I downloaded it. I went through some stuff, thought about it. I've had a couple people, I had someone email me the other day saying I should get on it, and I don't know. I don't think it's
my assistant Kate's actually the one that talked me into getting on TikTok.
Oh, really?
She's a big TikTok fan.
Should we do a TikTok here after this?
We need an idea. We can't just like be like TikTok.
Well, she's got probably 20 minutes to figure something out.
Are we giving Kate an assignment?
Kate,
you're on the clock.
You're on the clock, Kate. We're going to do a TikTok after this. She said her first curse word on here. She did her first podcast. We're going to do our first TikTok.
Oh my God. Is this going on your account?
You can have it.
What if I don't like it? What if I don't want it?
You don't have to use it.
Okay.
Actually, no, you're bound by this verbal contract.
I'm not signing with my name.
You just did. No, you don't have to. I feel like it's I don't know. I feel like you have to think about it a lot. I don't know if it's worth my energy, but
Oh, maybe. It is though. Views on there are so easy. Like I was looking at other things. I'm like, if you upload that to YouTube, it gets 10,000 views, maybe a couple hundred. But on TikTok, it gets 20 million.
Yeah, I spend honestly, I invest all my time social media wise LinkedIn.
I have never had a LinkedIn.
No, that's fair, but like for me,
what do you do on there?
Get leads.
Leads for what?
Business.
Well, I do business. Should I be on LinkedIn?
Yeah, you should. Not everyone should be on LinkedIn because LinkedIn.
I actually don't understand LinkedIn. Please explain.
Bring up my LinkedIn. No, LinkedIn's fucking awesome. You just go and everyone's there just trying to be better. And
see, I thought LinkedIn was more for like accountants and like that.
No, get lost. It's changing. It's like, oh man, those are old articles, man.
Wait, are these? What is this?
Oh, this is old articles. Get off that. Get on the legit. No, literally, it's just like, and here's the thing though, algorithm friendly. They love, like, I get likes and comments and.
Wait, there's an algorithm on LinkedIn?
Yeah, I mean, like who sees your content and like, but like content blows up very easily, and
I'm
like
so confused.
So it's essentially like professional Facebook, right? It's the
Okay.
same visual aesthetic. It's very similar, but you're sharing stuff about business, and what it does, it organically shows what you do to people who buy. Because I sell to businesses, right? Mm-hmm. That's my whole. I'm B2B.
Is that how you got the Red Bull sponsorship? LinkedIn?
Probably had a part to do with it, to be honest. Okay. But yeah, no, like just this week, I've had a number of people being like, hey, I like that video you posted on LinkedIn that you did for that client. We want something similar. And since I'm a business owner who hangs out on LinkedIn, I see what kind of content goes around, and then I just get incoming leads.
Are there YouTubers on LinkedIn?
I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to try.
I don't know who I do business with, though.
Well, big brands, representatives of big brands who would like sponsor you, and
maybe my manager's on LinkedIn. Maybe that's how he gets my brand deals.
Probably.
I don't know. Listen,
I'm a big proponent of LinkedIn. I think it's at the phase right now where like Instagram used to be, where you could post something and people saw it. Mm-hmm. Remember that?
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah. So it's there now, and you can just fire a couple hashtags, and next thing you know, you're like trending in a hashtag, and it's getting a ton of, and like you generate conversations, and the next thing you know, people are messaging you. And
well, maybe I should try it.
It's worth it. I would say check it out for sure. Yeah, I've talked about that with every guest. We've
LinkedIn?
100%. I'll make LinkedIn cool again, though it never was.
I still don't fully understand it, but like I'm down to learn more.
It's it's just Facebook. You share stuff, business related, personal achievements, things that make things.
So
you've
what
learned.
should my first post on LinkedIn be?
What's up, motherfuckers? I'm on LinkedIn and TikTok as of today.
I'm sure I'll get so much business from that.
Just come in with a punch. You know what actually would blow up? They love long form content. So if you went in there and you were like, I've been doing this for 4 years. I'm only 21. I've, reached this many people. Just want to thank, if you thanked a bunch of people, I don't know. There's a bunch of angles you could take.
And then who would reach out?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what's your business model? Like, what? Like for me, it's like I sell to small to medium sized businesses who need to tell stories through video. So I share content that positions me as an expert in video. So I'll share things like statistics related to how impactful video is for businesses. So they're like looking to me like, oh, well, this guy knows all about video for businesses. And then they just keep seeing my name and they associate that mastery with my name, and then I post videos and they're like, oh, he makes videos, and
okay,
you know what I mean?
So
It's like networking always.
Okay, so I could like compile a video of all my brand deals and be like, want me to advertise your products?
You could.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I still have to give my manager a cut.
There's more savvy ways to go about it, but like, yeah, like there's ways you can kind of just like nudge, I think it's just a bunch of like It's like a bunch of shoulder brushing and like a networking event. You know,
Okay.
have you ever been to a networking event where like professional and like?
I've been to like YouTube like after parties, which are basically that.
Yeah. Are they real like dry and stiff?
There's like two sides. There's like tables where people will like talk, and then there's like a dance floor where people will dance.
Let me in on some YouTube gossip.
I'm not in LA though, so I don't know like I know like some things, but I can't think of anything off the top of my
I'm
head.
just teasing. Is it so like? So I kind of asked you quickly when we were coming up in the elevator. So we're in the east coast of Canada, so it's like there's not a huge. We don't have the big creator world that's in LA, obviously, because that's massive. So like, do you struggle with that? Like, does that kind of like, you know, you're not around that. Like, do you feel less inspired ever? Or?
Oh, 100%. Like when I'm there, I'm on a completely different level. Like I'm just so happy to be there and like excited, and like it's just everyone is so down to create, and like when you put a camera on someone, they're like happy to be there, and it's just completely different. I don't know. I love LA. I want to go back.
Why don't you move there?
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm applying for an entertainment visa, so.
That's cool. How does that work?
Oh, I don't even want to talk about it. It's a lot. It's I've been telling people I'm moving for so long, and people don't even believe me anymore because I'm like, I'm sorry, like I'm still working on it.
I promise I am. No, that's why my girlfriend and I, we want to move to San Diego.
Oh,
and just
okay.
like, because it's a couple hours away from LA, and wanted to do business in there, but
Yeah, I've never been, but I've heard it's amazing.
Oh, it's incredible. I love California. But yeah, the whole visa, especially being if you own your own business, like you can do the workaround entertainment thing. I have to buy a business there if I wanted to, or have a bunch of money to invest in the country. Like I think, I don't know.
Yeah, my manager's sponsoring like my
Yeah,
move,
you got to get a sponsor.
Yeah.
And all that. I don't know. Or like get a green card. Like go marry an American. You could do that.
I'll marry David Dobrik.
Yeah. If you're listening, David.
I mean, I'm down.
Propose. Like what is it that keeps you driven to keep making content and keep doing what you're doing? Like what is it?
I feel like if I have an idea I'm really excited about, like I have the best work ethic, like I'll just keep going and like I'll work on it all night. But if I'm not feeling like inspired, it's like I have no work ethic. Like I have such a hard time creating when it's something I'm not excited about. So it kind of comes in waves. Like there'll be times like right now, because I'm working on like the finale of my Draw My Life, like I'm very excited and like have the motivation to do it. But then when I'm kind of at the crossroads, don't really know what to upload, it's like
Yeah, no, that's tough. Like when you're in a space where it's like all you're doing is creating in front of people.
Yeah,
it's not like you're a painter or whatever. You can paint private and then eventually do a show. It's like people want to click now. Tell me what are you doing?
I feel like a lot of my ideas would work in LA too, but being where I live, I'm so limited.
Yeah.
So I think when I move to LA, like it'll be like a fresh start in a way. Like I'll have all these things that I couldn't do back home that I can do there.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I find, like having been in this place for like probably five or so years, is like I need like a new landscape to look at, you know, like I feel like, when you're in California, it's like every hour you drive to a new place. It's a whole new culture kind of thing. And you're like constantly inspired. It's very cool.
And the people there are just like, I mean, people have mixed opinions on LA people. Like there's good people and bad people, but like when you're around,
I couldn't live right in it.
No, I want to live like a little bit outside. It's still pretty close, but not quite in it.
Yeah, no, I fully agree.
I have friends who have lived in it and they do not recommend.
It's a big shock. So are you from Fredericton?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we come from like a small town, very small in comparison.
Yep.
And like it felt like I was a bit like in a zoo when you're there, like at the people, like, oh, they're actually like this, you know, like this is so weird. It's crazy. Do you ever want to do movies? Would you do acting and stuff?
I would maybe, but like not right now. I'd have to go to acting classes and stuff like that. But that's something like if I was in LA, I could see myself like trying out. But I can't say like, my biggest goal is to do movies, because I don't really know if I'm good at that or if I'd like that. I definitely have interest in it, but I feel like I'm more interested in like, I would love to direct a music video or like write I forget what it's called. The
treatment?
Yes, the treatment for a music video. That's like my dream.
Yeah, no, me too. I'm actually going to be directing my first one soon.
Really?
Here,
That's
next
so
month.
exciting.
Yeah, I'm really excited. and then I have another proposal in for funding for another one. So I love that too.
Yeah, like when I listen to songs sometimes, like especially if I'm traveling, like I'm on an airplane, like I'll listen to songs and I'll just play it over and over again, and I'll think of like each scene, what would happen. It's kind of weird, but I do that.
No, I'm the exact same way. Like, or you ever like you're walking down the street and you have like your headphones and you hear a song like, oh, I fucking see this, or like I'm in it right now. Like this is
I really
the best.
like writing songs too.
Yeah,
but I don't play instruments, so it's hard. I'm more of a lyric person.
No, that is a big skill. Like, I love to do that too. Do you record at all?
Like music? Mm-hmm. I want to. That's a goal of mine, but not like this year. Probably it'll be something more in the future. You
want to know the last podcast we did? This conversation turned into freestyle rap.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah. I asked him if he recorded anything, and he said no. And then beat came on. Jordan?
It'd be like the most white girl rap you've ever heard in your life.
Hilarious, but we're gonna age your content a little bit, you know.
I like pop. I guess that's kind of like typical, but there's some really good pop out there. Don't hate on it.
What kind of pop do you like?
Oh my gosh,
Who's
Phineas is my favorite.
And
do you know who? No. Phineas O'Connell. He's Billie Eilish's brother. He writes and produces her songs.
He's the one who doesn't get any of the credit.
He gets some.
Does he?
Not as much, but I love him. Mm-hmm. He has his own music too, though, and like Billie's great, love her, but I prefer Phineas more.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Huh. Let me see. Bringing them up. What kind of?
That's him.
That's him. What? Yeah, but what kind of like songs does he have? Is it similar style? Like, are they all kind of?
It's definitely different than Billie's, but I feel like you can see the similarities. Like, he likes to add a lot of sound effects. Like, if he says, like, there's a helicopter or something, he'll put, like, a helicopter sound effect. Okay. That's kind of, like, his thing, which sounds cheesy, but it works.
Mm-hmm. Just, like, the soundscape kind of.
Yeah, and he's just really smart lyrics, which is what makes me like a song.
Cool. No, they're an impressive family. Like, how old is he? Also just a young
I found this out the other day. I thought he was super old. He's my age. He's 21.
Really? Yeah, he does look old.
I thought he was, like, 27. I say that's really old. That's really not that old.
No, it's not at all. No, I'm not really.
I feel like he's just so established. I'm like, you must be older than me.
Yeah, it's so funny. I feel like he's not. He doesn't get any credit. But like, that's just, I haven't even looked into him. I only see him at Billie Eilish stuff, and he's just playing like the keyboards. And I'm like, oh, that poor guy. No one knows who he is.
He's still on stage.
Yeah.
So he has over 1 million Instagram followers.
Yeah, no, he's smart.
Was he? Yeah. He was in Glee? Did not know that. What episode? I'm going to have to watch that.
And he was in Bad Teacher.
He was in Bad Teacher?
Wow.
Wait, what? Okay, well, I know what I'm watching.
Poor Billy's not getting any of the credit.
Boom, Billy, in your face.
Yeah. Phineas is stealing the spotlight all of a sudden.
No, I love him. He deserves it.
Yeah, good for him. Did he win a Grammy?
I think so.
2020. That doesn't make any sense. Not 2020 yet.
He won a 2020 Grammy?
Wikipedia. We can't show that. Don't want to get demonetized. So, do you get demonetized ever?
Rarely.
I feel like you have the content they're looking for. Pristine, clean.
Not all of it.
No?
Okay, I have a video about, like, losing my virginity and stuff. I did not think that was going to be monetized, but it was all condom ads on him, pregnancy test ads. Hilarious. So I know I'm making good money off it because they all just wanted to advertise on it.
That is comical.
I was like, yeah, this isn't going to get monetized, but it'll get views. But then I got both.
Did it get, how many views did it get?
I think, like, 2.5 million.
Yeah. No, I feel like, that's a story.
It is.
Yeah. We'll put that in this video too.
So that was one of my most risky videos. Actually, it probably is my most risky video.
Oh, really? Have you ever had it, like, they just pulled the plug? Like, we're not giving you money for this one.
Well, they gave me money for that one, but I'm trying to think. I think there might have been one about periods that got demonetized.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. I don't really get demonetized unless I have, like, copyrighted music.
Yeah, did you learn that lesson pretty early?
Well, back in, like, when I was making my early content, no one cared if you used copyrighted music. Like, you could do it, and, like, it was perfectly fine. You could be monetized and everything. Mm-hmm. But then, like, about a year ago, they started being really strict on it. So all my videos for my first 2 years, I don't get any money from it because they all have copyright music in it.
That's brutal.
It happened to, like, every creator I know that made my kind of content because we'd all use, like, the pop music that was popular, and now we're all like, dang it.
Yeah. Oh, man, yeah. And they're good now that spotting it. Like, they immediately, I don't know how they do it. Like, Instagram is really good for that, too. Like, if you post anything with a song, at all. It's like, no, this is actually owned by this person. They made it in this date, so don't use it.
But it's weird because like you don't even make money just from posting on Instagram.
No,
like,
I know. And
I
plus
don't
you can
get it.
also, I don't know if they're going to start removing my stuff by saying this, if this ever gets big. But you can just do the thing where you scroll down and say, like, I have the right to use it. I think.
And they never question you?
Never. I don't know.
That's funny. I should do that. I wonder what would happen if I did that on YouTube.
I don't know. But, like, it just says, like, you have to read
know
this
what
big
was the
form that I've
worst?
never read. And then I click, I have the right to use this.
Okay, I have this video. It
Yeah.
got 3 million views. It was over 20 minutes long, and I used 10 seconds of a copyrighted song. I didn't get any of the money from the video.
See,
and it was 3 million views, 20-minute long, and they took it all for 10 seconds.
This is another reason you need to start recording your own music.
So I can use my own. It was just
Yeah.
instrumental. It wasn't even, there weren't even,
Oh,
no one was
really?
singing. I thought it was copyright free.
You should be just doing, no, just have acapella you.
Just me like, ba, 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 ba.
Anytime you need music. Oh my god, that's funny. Yeah, that's brutal. Why didn't you just, do you ever just like delete it, cut that part,
I
re-upload?
thought about it, but by the time that they caught it, it was already getting so many views that I didn't want to risk it. Not, like, to me, views were more important than the money.
Yeah.
I'm very much driven by like that kind of thing more than money. So I was like, I don't want to mess
Do you make
that
good
up.
money?
Yeah, I make pretty good money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. And is it like, is there other ways to like, that you're not, like, do you have merch? Do you do the merch thing?
I tried that. My merch was really ugly and I didn't really want to promote it. So
Oh, really?
yeah, I would, maybe I'll get into it, but I feel like I wouldn't want to just like put out a t-shirt or something. Like,
Just
I
to
think
do
it
it.
would have to be something that I'm really excited about, and I think it would have to be something more unique.
Okay.
But yeah, so many people make so much money from merch. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, one thing I find, like, I watch a lot of podcasts and stuff, like video podcasts. They'll say one thing that becomes the catchphrase or whatever of an episode. Then you look down, they have the little shop connected to it for that. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I know, like, these diehards of these podcasts. 'Cause
Yours can be LinkedIn.
LinkedIn is king. I don't care how old you are. It is not for accountants and lawyers. It's for young millennials and Gen Zs. They dominate LinkedIn. Oh my god. Yeah, no, that's what we're gonna do. That's the merch play. Yeah, what kind of, like, do you have ideas for merch? That'd be kind of cool.
No. Yeah, I feel like I need to figure out what
Kate?
my next like step is, because it's kind of like I'm closing the Draw My Life chapter and I need to figure out what's next.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like maybe once I figure that out, I can monetize that through merch.
Start a
but-
podcast. Let's be part of. We'll start like a podcast circuit. You know, like they have that. Like in LA, a lot of people that use like that are on each other's podcasts and they all just grow together.
I don't know if I'd be good at podcasts.
You're killing it.
But I'm not the one like carrying the conversation. You do that, and then I just kind of
You're
answer.
filling in the gaps. I'm doing no work. I'm just standing.
But like
here.
if I was with a guest that like said like 1 or 2 words, like I would just like die. Like I would not know what to do. I'm not that talkative. Like I'd be like, okay, cool.
I don't know. Does it feel like I'm stringing the conversation? Like I feel like we're just having a two-way
Oh
conversation.
no, I'm like chill. This is easy. But like
Yeah.
I don't know. If you had a bad guest, what would you do? Maybe I am a bad guest. I'm not aware.
Just don't air it. Okay.
No, but like I've watched podcasts before where they had a guest and it's like if they were not a good host, it would have been a terrible episode. But because they're a good host, they made it work.
Yeah.
Like some people just like don't say anything.
You watch Joe Rogan?
I've mostly watched clips on YouTube. I don't think I've ever watched a full one, but yeah, I'm familiar with him.
Did you think that was me who said that? Or
No,
did
I knew
you
it was him.
Okay, cool. I was wondering that the last 2 times you
No.
asked, I was
Every
like,
time
I don't know. if
I
she
can see
tell.
your mouth not moving.
I don't know. I'm like, I'm behind this. Who knows?
No, your voices are also different.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Rogan. Yeah. He goes forever. He does like
Yeah.
4 hour.
I know.
I'll watch them though.
Oh wait, I think I watched 2 hours of the Elon Musk one, and I
Yeah.
got so freaked out, like I couldn't sleep because he was just talking about AI.
You're talking about AI and like how
Oh, I
they.
hate that. I
'cause nothing's-
cannot think about that.
I know because he had a really good point that I found interesting. Like nothing's regulated like with it. Like it's pretty.
I don't
free
even
reign.
understand half of what he's saying, but I'm just like I'm scared.
Yeah. No, I find it interesting, like, because we're developing all like weaponry and stuff like that. Like, it's
Yeah.
pretty like you can do this, but you can't do that. And it's like AI. It's like, no, here's a bunch of money, university,
Yeah.
make something.
But like Elon
that
Musk
could learn
said,
how to kill us forever.
yeah, Elon Musk said in that like he's scared. I'm
Yeah.
like, if Elon Musk is scared, like I'm scared.
But I know.
I love Elon Musk.
I
I'm
love
obsessed
him too.
with him.
He's a bit of a nut too.
Oh my gosh, he's like a little bit of a mess.
Do you like
but
the truck that they pulled out?
I think it's cool. I think it's unique. I cannot believe the windows shattered.
Yeah, that was so funny.
I died. And then he tried it again and it shattered again.
It's a weird
And he's
flex.
like, we'll fix it in post. I'm like,
But it's a weird flex even if it didn't break. It's like, what the fuck? What do you need that? Don't you want it to break if you get in an accident?
well, isn't
like,
it legally you have to have it
Yeah.
to break? Because if you were like drowning or something, like you need to be able to break the window. So like, I don't even think that's allowed.
No, I was like, I think that's a very good thing that broke.
Yeah.
Throwing like this giant
Like
cannonball
you can
at
make
it.
it a little tougher than normal, but like it
Yeah.
still needs to be able to break.
Yeah, like I know maybe you have enemies out there you need to not get shot at, but the average guy going to work is okay. No, at first it came out like I when I saw the video, I was just like, that sucks. And then 10 minutes into like watching the video, I was like, you know what, I kind of like it. And then by the end, I love it.
Oh my gosh. Well, he sold out, didn't he? Like everyone wanted them
Yeah.
still.
I don't know. I just like imagine this kind of utopia world where everyone has really modern vehicles. And I
My
was
dream is to have a Tesla. I want the Model 3.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know much about Teslas to be honest.
Oh,
But I you know what? It's so funny. This helped change my mind like for electric because it's insane that we're not all electric. To be honest, like they can make it at the same consumer price. It's way faster. You just plug it in. You don't have to rely on like
But
this
it is
dirty
like
oil.
living where we live. I think it would be not necessarily the best idea to have a Tesla because there's not chargers everywhere. Where in LA, like anywhere you go, there's a charger. It also takes 2 hours to charge, which is annoying. So you have to
But we
sit
can
in
get
the car.
better at that. I feel like.
Yeah.
I
I still want one.
Yeah, we need to just invest more in that technology. I mean, I understand like there's obviously some people who stand to benefit from oil still, so there's like I'm sure they have a little bit of control on slowing that process down. Not to get too conspiracy theory, but
I mean, it's true.
it's goddamn true. Everyone knows it. But no, I think like electric, like in like everyone who drives a Tesla, they're like the experience is just so different. It's
know,
like you
I
touch the
want
gas,
it,
you're
I
like
want it.
right there. It's like a go-kart,
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to get one while I'm in Fredericton, so I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, no, that'll be a very LA statement. You get there,
True.
day one Tesla.
Oh my gosh, I'm kind of nervous about how much money I'm gonna spend when I'm in LA. Like
Yeah,
life
but
is expensive
Think about
there.
how much you'll make.
I mean, true. As long as that goes up, I'm chilling.
Go there, do some collabs with like some famous YouTubers. That's the whole thing. Like that's how you'll blow. Like, do you do that when you go down there? Do you collab?
I've done a couple collabs with people. I haven't done much. I'm trying to think. I've collabed with Katie Betzing, but that was in Florida. Who else did I collab with? Oh, Joey Kidney. I've collabed with him. Oh, Mia Sayoko. I've collabed with her.
I don't know any of them.
Well, they're pretty famous.
Yeah, no, they're not in my. It's so funny when you like you watch certain types of videos on YouTube and it like shows all your recommended. I'm like, that's what everyone sees. But it's like,
Oh
you know
no,
what I mean?
it's
Like I don't
custom
know.
to you. Yeah, there's so many people that.
No, but I mean, it's just
I'm
like
not
you get your
familiar
own
with.
little echo chamber of content, and you're like, this is what I like, so this is probably what other people have seen.
Yeah.
But not
Someone
at all.
was telling me about this cooking channel the other day, and I looked and they had like over 10 million subscribers, and I was like, how do I not? Like, I've never heard of them before.
Is it Something's Burning?
No. What was it? Bon appetit? Bon appetit? How do you say that? Bon appetit?
We're from a Acadian region. We should know this, right?
True. But yeah, I found like their channel like the other day, and I was like, wow, never knew you existed, but you're killing it.
It's pretty cool. I mean, we got 8 billion people. People are watching stuff all the time, so it's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, it's so weird. I've had views, I think, from every country except North Korea.
Oh, they can't watch anything. That's wild.
But I think it's funny that like it's everywhere except North Korea.
That should be your goal. Infiltrate North Korea.
Try and get a view in North Korea.
Yeah, exactly. Like even if we go to the that'd be a cool video. I'll document it. We'll go to the border. We'll get someone on the inside. We'll somehow communicate with them. Throw your phone over. Watch this.
They would shoot us.
Yeah, watch it quick.
Oh my gosh.
And
There's
then-
a YouTuber though that went to North Korea and like vlogged the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What's his name there? Dennis
Louis.
Rodman went too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the basketball player. He's friends with Kim Jong Un. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how you get invited.
Yeah, I don't know either. Like, this guy literally got invited to vlog, and I'm like, how does that happen?
They probably saw him as like a very like.
He was definitely censored. Like, I think they had to approve the videos before posting and stuff.
Yeah, and they either bought out or like easily manipulated. Like, hey, this is because like they do this thing where don't they go in? This is largely based on that comedy movie. What was that with James Franco?
Oh, I watched that.
Yeah.
What was it called?
The Interview.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That was so funny.
But they do
I think it's funnier because like they tried to shut the movie down.
Yeah.
So the fact that they were so mad about it like makes me love it.
Oh yeah, it's like an admission of guilt. It's
Yeah.
just like it is this bad.
It's like laugh at yourself or like just let it be.
Yeah, I know. Take a breath. It's but yeah, no, they did the thing where they'll like they'll take you through certain streets and make it look like. Maybe I shouldn't quote the interview. I'm also looking here. It's got 3 out of 10 stars. Is that what that says? Oh no, that's just clip 3 out of 10.
I was like, did North Korea have something to do with that?
Yeah, probably. No, but like just kind of like they put on a show, like as if people aren't starving and as if it is completely oppressed and.
Yeah, which I think some people were mad at the guy for vlogging there because like. You know what I mean? He wasn't really showing the true story, but he just like wanted to. I don't know. He still thought it was cool to experience it and like show that. Like,
did he do like a follow-up video like after and be like, "This was"?
I
like,
have
my
no
actual
idea.
experience?
I don't know, but yeah, he vlogged like I think he did like 10 vlogs there or something. It was interesting.
Wow, that is really interesting. So most of your stuff's kind of it's pretty like vloggy storytelling stuff you're doing now. Do you like to create kind of a set, like doing like a cooking show set? Like, do you do that stuff much?
I guess like for specific videos, I liked kind of like I did a video where it was like an Instagram experiment, and I kind of made like an investigation board as like the background with all like different Instagram picture inspirations and stuff. So like I kind of like to make things for like custom for each video. Like not every video has one, but yeah, I do like kind of creating the scene, I guess.
Yeah, I noticed I watched a couple obviously before you got here. And I
Which ones?
We watched the prom story.
Okay.
About Jeff.
Was that his name? Okay.
Well, that's what you called him in that.
Yeah.
What's his real name?
I don't want to say it, but he did message me after and he was not happy about the video.
That's hilarious. No, but I appreciated that, you drew while you were doing it and stuff. Kind of added a cool, little bit of depth to it.
That's my most popular series by far, but I'm ending.
Yeah. I feel like, is that a lot? That must be like a lot, like, of elements of content you got to pull together because you're writing the story. Like, do you script everything right out?
Yeah, so it's all voiceover, like me telling it. So I have like a whole kind of script that I'll read off, and like sometimes I'll kind of like ad lib a little bit, kind of make it not exactly what's on the paper, but it's pretty much scripted.
So how long would it take you to make a video? Like time?
Well, when I first started doing them, I didn't have Kate, so she has helped me speed up the process a lot because she cuts out all the Bitmojis.
That's amazing.
So I don't have to do that anymore. Thank you, Kate. Love you.
Go, Kate.
But yeah, I do.
Like this video for Kate.
Yes.
I'm learning how to YouTube.
Oh yeah, I forgot this is going on YouTube.
It's going on YouTube, and for our audio listeners, I guess subscribe. Am I doing that right?
Yeah. Go for it.
Awesome.
But yeah, those videos took me so long the first couple times because I also didn't really know. Like I had this vision in my head, but I didn't know how to create it. So I was kind of like really confused of how to make it at first. But now it's like I have it down to a science. Like so I can do it pretty quick now. Well, quick as in like a week and a half.
Yeah. So quickly, can you not quickly, slow as you want, tell the viewers where they can find you online and where they follow you and what you do a little bit more on those channels.
So yeah, I have 2 channels. There's Brianna Renee. You can subscribe to that. You can also subscribe to Extra Brianna Renee. And then I'm on Instagram as Brianna Renee. And also I have Extra Brianna Renee on Instagram as well for a second account.
This has been it's been a pleasure. Thanks so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Enjoy your event tomorrow.